Leigan Doshi, or Phantom Fighter in the United States. Back in the 90s, when Hong Kong was considered the Hollywood of Asia, countless of films of all kinds were being pumped out, and horror was no exception. I remember watching my first Phantom film and I was petrified by its looks. Imagine something that eats humans and is immune to guns and weapons. I really should not have been watching these types of films at my age, but I did. I don't recall which film this was, but I remember this one particular scene where a phantom grips a kid so hard he exploded into pieces. Movies back then did not play around. This game was scary as heck back when I first played it. Just the opening of this game brought me to chills. Every stage in this game is dark because the phantoms are only active at night. You then have to go into buildings infested with these hopping zombies and defeat them with punches and kicks. The timing and spacing of your attack is important. How much damage you do or take seems to be inconsistent depending on how the hit is registered. Each stage is a different town where your goal is to beat the boss. In order to get to the boss, you will need to collect 3 orbs hidden in the buildings. They are usually in places where you have to fight past 2 or 3 phantoms. If you're hurt, you can return to the temple to get rested. So make sure you clear out the temple first, because it's not always the first building in a stage. Some buildings will have villagers give you scrolls that you can use to learn new moves at the dojo. In the dojo, you will have to answer a quiz before you are actually allowed to learn new moves. If you guess it wrong, you can just go right back in and try again. There's no penalty for guessing wrong, so was this mechanic necessary? I don't know. Game devs are just unhinged sometimes, I guess. After you gather all the orbs, you can then fight the boss. And once you defeat them, you go right to the next town. In some stages, you will see this floating fireball that goes after your disciple. If it does catch him, you have to go into the building and fight the lady ghost to release him. Fighting the ghost is annoying and time consuming, but luckily the fireball is totally avoidable. If it does start to chase you, then just run into the nearest building to escape it. It's a fairly short game, but gameplay makes it a satisfying experience. I remember watching the movies in Japan. For some reason, it was fairly popular there. They would air the movies on Friday nights, and I would watch the movies under the cover of my blanket. Now that I'm old and jaded, horror films and games don't seem to faze me anymore. Whether that's a good thing or not, it's nice to remind myself that I was once innocent enough to believe in ghosts. And this marks another part of my past life, and I will see you guys in the next one.